Hey everyone, I hope you're all having an excellent day. These are the instructions for Tuesday if you're in A group or Wednesday if you are in B group. Okay? All right, we're going to go ahead and get started. To go over your notebook, just real quick, vocabulary for the day is justified. Your learning target, we're going to continue to analyze the Declaration of Independence. By the way, today's work is an assessment. Okay, let me say it again. Assessment. So please take your time. It's only our second assessment of the year. Make sure that you're doing an excellent job on this because it will have a big impact on your grade. I'll explain exactly what the assessment looks like when we get there. Okay, so go ahead and pause the video. Take about 5 minutes. Go ahead and do the notebook. Welcome back, everyone. We're going to go ahead and move on. So just for your guys' knowledge, to reinforce what justify means, justify is to prove or show to be right or reasonable. Okay, basically you're proving something is right if you're justifying it. Okay, go ahead, pause real quick and write that in your notes for today. All right, once you guys have that definition written down, go ahead and we're going to move on to the next thing, which will be our assessment. All right, so you guys are going to look at a list of complaints, basically, as a lot of you guys predicted. The Declaration of Independence has several complaints about things that the King of England has done that are not acceptable. Okay, so there are going to be 5 of those complaints in our document. You'll see just a second that you guys are going to be analyzing. Okay, for your assessment, make sure you read each complaint. You will be putting it in your own words, and then you will be identifying which of the 5 big ideas of government can you infer from the complaint. Okay, which of those 5 can you infer was being violated by King George? All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at that. I'm going to go back into Google Classroom, open up the Declaration of Independence document titled Declaration of Independence Complaints Analysis. Okay, so basically the introduction, after stating the preamble and their beliefs on rights in government, the Continental Congress states several facts or complaints of how King George III of Britain has violated those rights and beliefs. It is these facts that are presented as evidence defending the colony's newly declared independence from Britain. Okay? All right, your directions, as we mentioned before, to read each of the complaints one at a time, then summarize the meaning of each complaint in your own words. And lastly, you'll have to use your notes from last week, okay, the notes on the different big ideas of government, okay? You'll have to identify which of the following 5 is being violated by that they're saying in their complaint King George violated. Okay, I'm going to read through them real quick for you guys, but that is all the help I can give you since it is an assessment. You are allowed to Google words if you're not sure what a word means. That is totally fine. But you can't just copy and paste a Google explanation of the complaint. Okay? All right. Let's go ahead and read through these real quick. Once again, there are 5 of them. Here's the first one. He has dissolved representative houses repeatedly for opposing with manly firmness his invasions on the rights of the people. Number 2. He has kept among us in the times of peace standing armies without the consent of our legislatures. Number 3. For taking away our charters, abolishing our most valuable laws, and altering fundamentally the forms of our governments. Number 4. He has made judges dependent on his will alone for the tenure of their offices and the amount and payment of their salaries. And number 5, he has refused to pass other laws for the accommodation of large districts of people unless those people were relinquish right of representation in the legislature, a right inestimable to them and formidable to tyrants only. Okay, so those are the 5. You need to do your best to put them in your own words. Okay, it can be a very short summary of each one. Then identify which of the 5 big ideas of government is being violated. And that'll be one big of an idea of government for each of them. Okay? All right, that is all you guys need to do for today. Please let me know if you have any questions. Otherwise, that is all. As always, thanks for listening and have a great rest of your day.